Hi everybody, this is Oleg. Welcome to Oregon Preparedness. You're looking at the mountains back in Oregon. Just crossed the border from Oregon into Idaho. Gotta make a pit stop, take a break. And here is my truck. Whack, hole and pack rats. Sure is beautiful evening here in Idaho. Down here you're looking at the Snake River. I don't know if it's full of snakes or maybe the shape of the river is snaky at some places, but this is the Snake River. Anyway, in this video I want to talk to you sort of as video response to NY Preppers series on nuclear war survival. By the way, if you haven't seen those series, I recommend you do. There are 7 videos now. They're long videos, they're like 1.5 hours each, but if you're taking this seriously, it's well worth it. You know, there's so much information. You know, I knew some things about it, but I learned bunch more new information, which is very useful. And anyway, in general, check out NY Prepper if you haven't yet. NY Prepper is my friend, and he is a great channel as well. Well-rounded, from preparations to gear reviews to guns, shooting, and getting in-depth analysis on how to survive nuclear war. Anyway, what I want to talk to you about briefly here is nuclear war is survivable, of course, if you don't get blown away in the blast, that is. But nuclear war is survivable because basically after the bomb goes off, you just need to have a good shelter, and if you do, you're golden. You gotta have the good shelter because of the fallout. You know, I'm not gonna get into it. You should watch those NY Prepper series on how to survive fallout. But what I want to say here is, you know, you truly indeed need to find a place where you could stay for a couple of weeks. You know, you need to find a place now before nuclear war starts. You need to find, there has to be something in your area. It has to be some commercial building that you might be able to get to, or there might be a school with a basement. You gotta be basically in a concrete basement. You have to have layers of concrete on top of you in order to be protected from the fallout, because that fallout penetrates some materials like wood and roof and everything. It just penetrates it too easily. And so you gotta have really dense material like concrete. Anyway, I wanna say this. What if you can't find any shelter? What if you don't have your own shelter and you cannot find any shelter? What do you do then? Of course, if you look hard enough, 99% guarantee you will find a shelter, some sort of shelter. You have to have several options, you know, because one of them may not work for whatever reason. Have plan A, plan B, plan C. But still, there can be a situation where you would be out of luck looking for getting the shelter, you know. What do you do then? Well, in that case, here is what you do. You need to bug out, because getting away from the blast, from where nuclear detonation, nuclear site, you need to get as far away as possible. And you know, some of you may think, oh, that's not gonna save me because fallout will follow me. Well, number one, fallout doesn't settle for good 20 to 30 minutes, depending on the prevailing winds, depending on the size of a bomb, depending on many things. So if you have ready everything, as I always talk about, in your closet by your exit door, in your garage, right what I was working on the other day, right by the exit, at ready, so that you can just in a moment's notice grab most important things, load in your car and go. And of course you need to know the back roads, because all the main roads will be clogged. They will be just unpassable. And so you need to, if you have all that in place and your car with a full tank of gas, or at least you should have some extra gas at home, as a good prepper you should try to get away. If you get away 200 or 300 miles, you probably will be okay. You eventually you'll get some fallout, but by the time it gets there, it'll be thinned out. It'll be safer. If you can get away 400 or 500 miles away from the detonation site, then I would say you don't really have much to worry about, because fallout that will reach you, some of it might, it's gonna be so thinned out, it's probably not gonna have much effect on you. And before I finish this video, I'll use again an example that I've used before from my country, from Ukraine, and I'll use Chernobyl as an example. Chernobyl station was about 400 plus miles away from my city, Kharkov, and meltdown or an accident on a nuclear power plant is a lot worse than a bomb, because bomb explodes and then that radiation pretty much within 2 days starts to break down immediately, pretty much. When you have an accident on a nuclear power plant, you have ongoing radiation that keeps coming out and out and out for years and years and decades to come. And just to use that as an example, 400 plus miles away from Chernobyl was from the city I'm from, and most of the people that I know seem to be doing okay, my family, my friends. That gives me pretty good idea that if you get away from nuclear blast and you're 400 miles plus, considering that nuclear bomb is not as bad as nuclear power plant, then you truly should be okay. You just need to make sure, again, your car is full of gas, you know the back roads, and you're one of the first to go. And to do that, you need to be ready. So get ready. Do what you can. Watch those videos. Best of all, if you can find really good bunker, really good deep basement somewhere, and stay there for a couple of weeks. If not, bugging out is one of the few solutions, in my opinion. Thanks for watching, everybody. Give this video a like, share it if you find it useful, and we'll see you in the next upload. Take care.